Welcome back to the Lit On Life Podcast. This is episode 44, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it? Have you been watching it?
Yeah, I watched last one. It was 43.
When I got interviewed?
Yes.
She did a good job, huh?
Yeah, that was a good one.
But I'm Tyrone, and this is my cousin Taylor. And today we're going to talk. Taylor is the only one in our family that didn't do drugs.
Yep.
And all the rest of us, every single one of us. Is there anybody else?
I don't know. I was thinking about it on the drive over. I guess no,
There isn't.
not really. I don't think there is anybody.
She's the only one that didn't end up doing drugs, and she's been around it basically her whole life. I remember you had Briley.
Yeah.
And I went and delivered some drugs to your mom, and
Really?
and you're just like, what the fuck?
Half the time I was just like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. So my first question is, do you feel like you had a pretty normal childhood, like growing up as a kid?
Up until about, I think I was 8 when things started to go bad. So it was about Eli's age. That's my middle. And up until then, yeah, we had a pretty, my mom worked, my dad worked. I remember kind of Braxton and Jordan in and out, but it was pretty normal for the most part. I don't really remember a lot. Since all my trauma, I think it's felt like a lot of things have just been erased.
Blacked up. We'll bring them up today.
Yeah.
We'll make you work through it. Let me fix this.
But
Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that.
I think, should we tighten it?
Because I remember my house was fucking nuts. And your house was pretty normal.
So I remember when we lived both across the street from Dixie Downs Park.
Yeah.
In those apartments.
I peed in the neighbor's car once because they called the cops on us.
So
Swear to God.
I remember, I don't remember Ron there, but I remember Chad and your mom.
That was horrible.
And they were getting drunk, and I think your mom or Chad broke the door in half. And you went over there and beat the crap out of Chad because he beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, I did. You know I went back with a knife to kill him, and he was in the back of your mom's. Thank God, I was gonna kill him. That's the only time in my life I was so drunk and I was so mad. My mom was fucked up, dude.
Really?
Beat the fuck up, and I was like, we went and beat him up, me and Mike. And
You were
then
pretty bad?
we left, and I just kept stewing and stewing.
Yeah.
And I was drunk, and I just got more and more angry, and I grabbed a knife, and I was like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker, dude.
I don't know how he's alive.
I know.
That dude has like 9 lives.
Legend.
Seriously.
Straight legend.
Every time he'd show up at my front door as a kid, I'm like, oh my God, he's back. And my mom would let him in every time.
Taylor, what are you doing?
Minnie, I'm hungry. Mom, why do you open the door? Or she'd kick him out and then chuck shoes at his nose and break his nose.
Your mom's tough, dude.
She is.
I wish I could have seen our moms fight just once. Like, I wonder who would have won.
Or Regina. And my mom was telling Adam that. I was like, what if they both got drunk and just, who do you think would win? He's like, my mom for sure. I'm like, no, my mom's got your mom.
All our moms are just violent.
I don't remember your mom being violent at all.
Oh my God, dude.
Really? She was just
I was like, DCFS would be coming over for me.
Yeah.
And I was on house arrest at an income monitor, and they'd be over to, like, visit with me and my mom, and I would just leave. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. And I'd just leave. You know, so I get why my mom would be a little frustrated. I was selling weed out of the house when I was 12.
You were 12?
I was selling weed to your parents since I was 13, dude.
I have a crazy story. Me and Tyson were talking about that the other night, but I'll let you ask questions.
You can tell. You can say it.
It was just, I was thinking about it because every Halloween, it was on a Halloween, and I think I was like 13. Tyson was 11, and we had left to go trick-or-treating, and when we left the house, Shanna and Chad and my parents were all there, and they were all smashed drunk. So me and Tyson had returned after trick-or-treating and walked into wads of hair on the carpet and spaghetti sauce splattered everywhere. I thought someone had gotten killed.
You thought it was like blood?
And so we were 11 and 13, and our parents had gotten arrested, and we couldn't be home alone, so our youth leaders came to get us. And my
like from
dad,
the church or something?
Yeah, we were going to a church at the time. And my dad had conditioned us to, he was a weed smoker, so no one ever touched his pipe. Like, if we left the house and no one was home, he took the pipe with him. So the youth leaders let us get some stuff to take to their house, and Tyson went and grabbed the weed pipe and stuck it in his bag. So we get to the youth leader's house, and he's like, Taylor, I got Dad's weed pipe. I'm like, you're shitting me. You brought that to the youth leader's house? Anyways, and so my dad got out of jail a few days later. Well, let's backtrack a little bit. The youth leaders took the weed pipe and went
They
through
found
and
it?
Yeah, Tyson gave it to him, and they put
Why?
it in the dumpster. And so my dad got out of jail 3 days later. He had Tyson take him back to the dumpster to dumpster dive for the weed pipe. I'm like, oh wow.
Did he find it?
That's my child. I don't know. That's Tyson, but that sums up my childhood.
Was he happy after he came back to the dumpster, or was he mad?
Probably. I doubt he found it.
If he was
like
happy, he
teeny.
found it.
It was teeny. I remember he'd sit on the couch and smoke out of it, and I hated the smell of weed. Can you go in the room?
Dude, it's only gotten worse too. Like the smell of weed now is not the same as like
That's just
I used to
not
love
gross.
this smell. Now it just stinks. Like you go into Vegas,
I'd rather
the whole
smell
place
a
smells
cigarette.
like weed, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the whole place.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah. If you got good stories, just let them fly, dude. Because I know you got good stories.
Okay.
When did you first notice drugs? You said about 8 years old, but is that when you first noticed drugs?
So my
being done?
mom had gotten a bunion surgery, and I remember she was prescribed, I think it was Loratabs. This is what I remember. It's probably different, but and then Braxton at the time, I think he was living at home still, and he had gotten wisdom teeth pulled out.
And he dried his socket out on purpose.
Oh really?
Did you know that? So he could get more pills.
Well, I thought that he was also prescribed pain pills, and then I think Adam Wade, I want to say, told him he had something stronger, something like that. Somehow, I think my mom got
Allegedly, Adam Wade. Sorry.
and so yeah, I think that's where it started. My mom was on Loratabs. Braxton offered her something stronger because he was offered something stronger, and then, but I think it all went bad is when I think you were with Braxton. My mom was working at Albertsons, and she got fired for letting you guys come in there and steal a
Yeah,
bunch
dude,
of
Braxton loaded
Yeah.
up, dude. Like,
stuff. Yeah,
that fucking car. I was like, what are you doing, dude?
yeah.
Like, we can't take this
I
much. We
remember-
don't need this
Yeah,
much
I
stuff,
remember my
dude.
dad being really, because my mom has always had a hard time.
Yeah.
All of her kids know, and I get
Dude,
it.
he
But-
loaded that cart up. And it was no wonder we got in trouble, dude. It was like $1,000 worth of shit.
Oh yeah.
You know?
So
Your
then,
poor mom, and I felt horrible, dude.
Yeah, and they caught her, and so she got fired. But up until then, my mom had a really good job at Albertsons as a front end manager, and I
Yeah, she was
remember
doing great.
having a decent, life from what I remember. And my dad worked too, and then yeah, and so after she got that bunion surgery, she lost her job, and then we lost our place to live. And I remember from there, we were constantly moving. We lived in every damn motel on the
Yeah.
goddamn boulevard, and yeah, and it was crazy from there. So I think it was like, I want to say maybe between 8 and 10.
Did you ever feel different in school from other kids?
Yeah. I remember my parents couldn't provide me with PE clothes one year, and so we had asked the counselor, and one of the counselor's sons was also my age, and so I was always embarrassed to go to school. But I never I was going to school until about 5th grade, and then intermediate school I hardly went, and then I ended up dropping out my sophomore year because I got pregnant with Riley. And then, so.
I remember feeling super different in school too. Like, my dad went to prison.
Yeah.
My teachers bought me clothes and stuff sometimes, shoes,
Yeah.
and my shoes were all fucked up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I remember going to people's houses, their dad was there, and I just like, they're like,
Yeah.
where's your dad? I was like, oh, he's in prison. It was just weird. And I just felt super different, like, from other kids, and I felt it sucked.
It was really hard.
And to take friends over to your house, like,
Yeah.
people partying and stuff, they're like, what
Yeah.
the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of my friends thought it was cool to be at my house because my parents let me do whatever I
Yeah,
wanted.
same. And I actually kind of grew up around, there was only certain people that came over that, because I tended to flock with, like, the kids that were more, like, troubled.
Yeah.
We were out, like, toilet paper in houses.
Yeah.
I was just telling her last night, like, dude, my whole goal on Halloween is to smash everybody's pumpkin,
Yeah.
And now I look back, I'm like, what a dick
Mhm.
move, dude.
I remember Jeremy he was really loving towards me, but you just didn't mess with him. You just didn't mess with Jeremy. I remember him punching some kid in the face that had braces, coming home with his knuckles all tore up. I was like,
Yeah, Jeremy's
scary,
a little savage, dude. Do you feel like you had to grow up faster than you should have?
Yeah, especially because I was pregnant at 16.
I forgot that it was that early.
Yeah, I was 16.
That's crazy. I'm complaining about 41.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I'm not ready.
It's hard at any age. I mean, I think it would have been different had my parents been a little bit more stable. But when you mix drugs into the mix, and then I was with a guy that was
he was
not very good.
Yeah.
He was mentally and physically abusive. Plus, he was, doing drugs. And then when I try and get away, it got to the point where he was selling drugs, and that was paying for our food and our place to live. So I couldn't really get away from it because he was, supplying
providing
the drugs and a place to live, and so it was bad. But yeah, I grew up a lot faster than I should have. I don't even really, like, Adam will tell stories about being a kid, and I'm like, I was just telling him, I don't really remember like dressing up for Halloween. I don't remember Christmases really, and it's probably just because all the trauma and it's just blocked out on my memory. But I don't really remember having Briley either.
I think that's crazy that it all started with like just pills from the doctor.
Yeah.
Because I remember going to your house and I was like, this fucking house is normal.
Yeah.
And these guys are normal. We're crazy over here.
Yeah.
And these guys are normal, dude.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we were all the same, and we all, your mom, my mom, our dads, all evolved to heroin, and it got bad. Did you ever feel pressured to be the one to help everyone? I know you did.
Sure. I've been.
You've been that forever.
Yeah, and that's also. I've grown, even as an adult. Like, I feel guilty for doing things for myself because I felt like I should be doing for others all the time. But
yeah, you're kind of.
I was a people pleaser for sure.
You were put in that situation though to kind of, without doing the drugs, you were the only one that had a place. You were the only one that had anything.
Yeah.
Out of all of us. Now, if we didn't have my grandpa's house once he kicked us out of there,
I know.
We were homeless, dude. It was like, oh shit, this is real. Living in my truck, sleeping out in the dirt, like.
Really.
Yeah, staying at Will's house. His mom's like, Angie's like, get them the fuck out of here. We're just staying, milking it because we have nowhere to go. No money, no drugs.
Yeah. It got bad for my parents too. I think I just remember them. We just lived everywhere. And so wherever we were, there was drugs, and it was always chaotic. Like, as an adult now, I have like, a calm house, and I'm like, this just feels unsafe to me because it's always chaotic.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you ever feel like it'd be easier to just use drugs instead of being the only one that was sober?
Yeah, there was many times where after I had Briley, I got prescribed Loratabs, and I remember the feeling that it gave me, and but I always
that much. Nice.
It was just nice to escape.
I could live like this,
Yeah.
That's how it starts, dude. You're lucky, like it. I'm glad you didn't.
But it scared me seeing how, it affected my parents and my brothers and just everyone around me. And so I think Briley, I know for a fact, kept me from doing that stuff for sure. Just wanting her to have because I remember having parents that were there, but they weren't there, and how bad that affected me. And I just never wanted her to feel that way.
Yeah.
And so
that's amazing. It's truly amazing. When I seriously think about you, I know we talk shit and we like joke around.
It's my love language.
But yeah, me too. It's truly impressive, dude. Like, you are an impressive human being. You grew up with zero chance to not do drugs, and you're the only one that did. It blows my mind.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
I know Jordan gets all this credit for his.
Yeah, it's pretty
but
short.
like you're the one that's been holding it down.
Yeah, just because you got real estate.
Just because you shave it in your head. You the years in your head. We could do that. No, Jordan's the man.
I love Jordan.
How did you learn to set boundaries, and what were some of the hardest moments while setting boundaries?
So setting boundaries I didn't do for a lot of years.
It's hard to learn, huh?
Yeah, and especially my mom.
And then they test them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep.
No, you're good. My mom, it was hard to set boundaries, especially with my mom, because I love my mom. I feel like if my mom could do things differently, she would have for sure. And I know she lives with a lot of guilt, but so for a lot of years I didn't set boundaries, and then when I met my husband Adam, he definitely has been the backbone of helping me set boundaries. So the last time they were using, my mom had showed up after being in Vegas for 4 or 5 days. It was dead of winter. They were freezing. She had no filling in her feet because they had been sleeping in park bathrooms and just starving. And so they knocked on my door, and this was after about 4 months of having no contact with them. I decided to cut off.
And your life was all
contact.
peaceful, huh?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I always wondered when I was going to get the call that they were dead,
Yeah.
or, So I mean, yes and no, but she had showed up at my doorstep, and I was just like, Mom, I can't let you in. And I just remember the look on her face, like, I can't believe you're, because for so many years I would let them in. I would feed them, I'd give them a place to live, and they would just I always could never understand, like, why, because they'd bring drugs into my house around my kids and stuff, and I just never understood, like, how could you do that? But as I've gotten older and I've learned more about addicts and their behavior, it's made more sense to me.
Yeah, it's not like we wanted. We just
Yeah.
we have no choice.
Yeah.
We have to have drugs,
Yeah, and so.
and we're bringing them wherever we're going.
Yeah.
Even if we go to jail, we're trying to shove them up our ass to, you know what I mean? Just keep them, to bring them there.
Yeah. So, what was your other question?
Um,
Setting boundaries.
that was like the hardest one right there.
Yeah. My mom and my little brother. I always worried about Tyson too, especially when he got to this stage of shooting up drugs. I was always like,
I didn't know
he's
he
gonna
did that.
die. Yeah. And that was really hard for me because I had brought him into my house a few times too, and I always told myself I'm never gonna have this stuff around my kids. But then my family would show up, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what if I don't let them in and they go die, and then I'm gonna blame myself the rest of my life? But
I understand that now.
that was hard.
You know?
Yeah. So it's definitely a hard thing to do, but I think it's necessary for them to hit rock bottom and get the help that they need. In my situation, anyway.
I just had, you know who it is, message me, and he's like, I'm sleeping in my car, it's freezing.
It's hard.
I was like, go to detox, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, go to detox, get your feet under you, and go to sober living. It's like, we have resources, and that's possible, You know people will bend over backwards for you to get clean, dude. Yeah. Like, people want to see you do good, and it's hard, dude. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a dick, you feel like an asshole, man.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I know.
That's your family, and that's what we do.
And I especially want to see that certain person do good. I love him a lot. We grew up together, and he's just, you guys all have just the biggest hearts, and you just deserve the most out of life.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are some of the craziest things you've seen from us?
Where do I begin?
Jordan eating cotton balls out of a fucking, what were they?
Benzodrex.
From, what is it though?
It's
nosing.
Yes, and it's a
nasal spray.
Yeah.
My cousin Jordan there's these cotton balls inside the nasal spray that you buy at the store. He's like, it's like meth, bro.
Yeah. My mom was doing it with me.
I know. I would get desperate, and I've done a lot of shit. Like, I've carpet surfed and thought it was heroin, but it's rat shit, and I'm smoking rat shit.
Oh,
I've done it a million times. I've been desperate, but I never ate those fucking cotton things, dude. That's another level.
Yeah, I remember my mom, we went to the store one night, and my mom went with me, and she ended up stealing one, and they had her on camera, and as we're walking out, and so they got my mom, and I'm just like, Mom, like, she's crying, I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Did she go to jail?
Yeah, they took her to jail, right in front of me and Brylee.
Oh. She's like, I just need some nasal spray.
Yeah.
They have no idea that she was going to eat the cotton out of it.
Lynn's Lynn's on Sunset probably knows my whole family. They know Chad. Chad stole chicken. Freaking my mom stole the nasal spray. Yeah, there's probably how many
Dude,
others
we'd be out of beer and Jordan would go do beer runs at Harmon's. Great. Classic.
Didn't someone run right out the back door of Maverick? Who was that with beer? It was either Chad or Jordan. I remember.
Jordan's done it quite a few times. When we were desperate.
Yeah.
I can't believe the amount of beer we would go through, dude. Just ungodly amounts.
It's crazy because when I think of that Jordan,
Devil,
like,
don't do it.
I don't even like it's like night and day. He's completely different.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, you changed, man.
Yeah.
You're not even the same person.
Even. He's completely different.
He was like helpless. Like, I did his laundry, and I was fucking worthless, you know?
Yeah.
But dude, Jordan never had anything. He would steal some beer, but that was like his all he had. Jordan never had anything.
Yeah.
And he waited outside my door for me to open the door to be like, can I have this? Can I have this? You know, he never had, and now he's completely flipped his life. And like now he can provide for a huge family.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know, it's crazy.
It's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, there's so many crazy things we've done. Like,
he's
just starting with pissing in the neighbor's car because they called the cops on me. We deserved it. We're out there blowing fireballs with whiskey 151 or rum 150. I can't remember what it was. We're out there blowing fucking fire, being loud as fuck. They probably have work the next day, and they called the cops on me. I'm like, how fucking dare you call the cops on me? So their windows rolled down. And I was drunk as fuck, and I was just pissed right in the driver's seat, dude.
Oh no.
Terrible, huh?
That is.
They never called the cops on me again, though. I bet they smelled it too. I bet they knew.
I bet they never got that smell out.
No.
Sure. No, that smells.
I poured beer all over Braxton's car once too. He stole all my methadones, and your mom ended up telling me on accident. I said, you better not be.
Whatever.
No, I asked her. I was like, "Can you get any methadone?" And she's like, "Yeah, Braxton has a ton." I beat my dad up because he told me it was my dad that did it.
Oh my god.
I beat the shit out of my dad.
Oh my gosh.
Well, my dad was on mushrooms. He tried to move to California immediately and broke down, and I could come back. And I found out it was Braxton. I was like, "You better not be at the house when I get back, dude." And he's on my bed. So I punched him like 6 times, and he has the biggest head. You can't miss him. It's the easiest target in the world.
Yeah.
And I poured beer all over his clothes, and I poured it all over his car. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Not Braxton's clothes. Those are the most
I know.
things.
Do you know I took all the charges for him once at the house? We got raided because his PO showed up. And I was there, and I took all the charges for him. I had left $500 there, and I had a bottle of methadone.
Yeah.
And I called from the jail phone, and I'm like, Braxton, put that money on my book. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're kidding me, dude. I'm in jail, and you're not. And you steal my money?
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a true Braxton. What was he doing drugs?
Yeah.
What, just methadone?
No.
See, I don't remember Jordan starting doing drugs either. I only remember him drinking. Maybe I remember him doing meth, but that's all I really remember. But like I said, I can't remember a lot, and so I don't remember really Jordan or Braxton growing up.
Did you see Braxton while he was on bath salts?
Yes.
Have you seen his booking picture?
No.
Oh my god.
No, I remember he'd come over with a backpack full of bath salts and he'd smoke them with my parents, and they literally, oh my.
That is straight poison, dude.
And then they brought Crazy K over.
Yeah,
and that just was downhill from there.
Gotta love her. You know, legend in her own right, too.
I don't love her.
Braxton, one time, we were at Pat's house, and Braxton shows up just high on cocaine. Like, I swear to God, he was trying to bite his ear, dude. His jaw was so far over to the side, I was like, it was incredible. And he shows up, and he's like, I got something for you, man. I'm like, oh, cool. You might give me a line of blow, or, you know. He gives me 6 phone books, and he's like dead serious that he's like giving me helping me out. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would I want a phone book, dude? And Pat's like, what the fuck? I'm like, Braxton, you gotta go, dude. Take these fucking things with you. I don't want phone books. We have cell phones, Braxton. The fuck are you doing?
Oh boy. Yeah. The cops got calling my mom once, and she was drunk out of her mind, and went over to the neighbor's house and hid on top of a lawnmower in a closet for probably 4 hours.
Did they find her?
No.
Nice.
Braxton comes over. I'm like, oh yeah, you're a lot of help. You're strung out on meth or whatever you're supposed. We walked up and down the neighborhood. Mom, and she never came out until she knew the ghost was queer.
It sucks when you're hiking. You're just like, am I really wasting my time? Like, should I have kept running? You just have all these thoughts.
Oh, she has some crazy stories. She ran. So she called me from Maverick one day, and she's like, Taylor, I threw an aluminum cup at your dad's head. And I had to take off. I'm like, all right, Mom, what do you want me to do for you? So I went and picked her up at Maverick and took her back to where my dad was. And my dad hadn't slept in like probably 3 or 4 days. They were just tweaked out of their minds. And so they get in the car, and my mom gets in the driver's seat, and they start driving down the street. I'm like, I'm going to follow them to see where they go. Well, while they're driving, they're swinging at each other and swerving all over the road. And so I'm like, I'm calling the cops. Someone's going to die. And so I followed them and pulled up behind them. And my dad gets, as my dad, true fashion, gets out on the sidewalk and acts like he's all innocent, didn't do anything. And my mom bolts it, gets in a standing trash can, and sits in the trash can for
Because she knew the cops were coming?
Yes.
Did she get away that time?
She got away.
Nice.
The cops were so mad they couldn't find her. But I thought because she was withdrawing at the time.
Dude,
and I was
that's the worst. She had a trash can too?
Yes.
Probably just puking on herself.
And so I was like, God, I hope. I was worried something happened to her, and so she called me, and I ended up taking her to Switch Point. And as I'm on the phone with someone, she pulls out some rolled up tin foil and a straw. As I'm on the phone with someone and is lighting it, smoking heroin in my car, I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? Just crazy.
You gotta get well,
oh
you
my
know?
Gosh.
You gotta get well
I
at all
could
costs.
never, I think about doing that in front of my kids, and wow.
That's funny. That's the next question. How has going through what you went through as a kid affected the way you raise your children?
It's definitely affected the way I raise my kids. I'm really, I wouldn't say strict, but like I am very, I just don't really let anything around my kids. I almost shelter them in a way, which probably isn't the greatest thing.
Because they're living with you.
But,
Eli's doing dance. He loves it.
Yeah, I have great kids. I mean, me and
you
Adam.
guys are doing a good job.
Yeah, we've done a great job, but yeah, I don't like any noise in my house because it was always chaotic growing up. So I'm always just like, it's got to be calm. They've got to have. If I have a little amount of food in my house, I'm like, I've got to stock my fridge because I remember not having food growing up, or just, it's definitely affected the way I raise my kids for sure.
You guys are doing a great job, though.
Thank you.
What advice would you give to someone? Because I've been wanting to do this anyways.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a cool topic, and I think you're a fucking anomaly and a miracle.
Yeah.
But I have a friend, Taylor. She was like, I think she's struggling with these things. She doesn't use it. She might drink or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What she does.
Yeah.
But she was like, you need to do an episode with someone that doesn't do drugs and deals with. So what advice would you give someone that's dealing with addiction in their family?
So I think I've always struggled with the healing process because I feel like my healing had to be loud. Like it had to be known that I was healing and that what they did didn't affect me, and so I was like that for a long time. Like I'm not bothered, like I'm fine. But I think that healing doesn't have to be loud. Like you can heal in private and know deep down who you are, and just know that you can break the cycle. If you really want to break the cycle, you can. I always have struggled with the fact of because ultimately, and I know addicts feel differently, I think that it's ultimately a choice when you choose to do drugs.
Once we get sober, it is.
Yeah.
It for sure is.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we're high, it's especially with heroin and things you get sick from, you really are. That's why the first step is powerlessness, and you get your power back once you're sober.
Because once you start, it's just
you can't stop.
Yeah, you can't stop. And so, I think that breaking the cycle, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It was everywhere around me. My parents, my brothers, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, everywhere. It was everywhere around me. And there was definitely times, especially when I was going through like my postpartum depression with my third kid, there were times that I was like, God, it looks easier just to do drugs. Like, why not? Why have I chosen not to do it? But ultimately, I think it's worth it in the end. It's hard. It's really hard. Like how an addict has to get up and work at it every day, I have to get up and work at it every day because I struggle too. Even though, I'm not an addict, but I struggle to cope with what has gone on in my childhood and the things that I saw and
just day-to-day life.
Yeah, and life is just hard. But another topic I wanted to touch on was the whole NA thing. NA has been obviously a part of my parents and brothers and my whole life and their whole life. And I always struggled with, like, because in NA you're praised when you get clean. And I always felt guilty for, like, well, where's my praise?
Yeah.
I stayed clean through all of that. Now, I'm not saying, like, I'm not, I'm proud of my family. They've done the work, and they deserve the praise. But it was always hard for me to stand back and be like, where was my praise?
I get that. Well, I don't get it, but I understand what you're saying for sure.
Yeah, and so I want my family to know I'm extremely proud of them. They've put in the work, and they they're doing the thing. But yeah, it's just always been something I struggled with.
Yeah. I just want to say that's why I wanted to do this too. This is your praise, dude. Like, I'm super proud of you.
And it's not necessarily that I want
you've been
the
through
praise.
hell, dude.
Yeah.
No, but like you literally held it together while everyone around you was
But I just thought that was the right
show.
thing to do.
It was. But it's hard to do the right thing when nobody else in your life, in your examples, and the people that are supposed to teach you. And it's not like our parents, like, we love our parents.
Yeah.
Like, life takes you down turns you don't expect to go sometimes, and I know all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I wouldn't be where I am, I don't think, without, because I eventually ended up going to the Dove Center, the domestic violence shelter.
Yeah.
And that place changed my life. I just utilized the resources that I had. And I remember just how helpful the Dove Center was. Because I had my daughter at 16, I was with her dad, her biological dad, for, up until she was about 1, and then he was addicted to heroin and selling drugs, and so I just told myself that I didn't want this around her. So I eventually left, but I had nowhere to go, and I ended up at the Dove Center, and without them, I wouldn't have had my first place to live, or
they helped you get into a place?
They helped me get into a place. They helped me get custody of Briley, and then I just kind of ran from there with everything. I met Adam a couple years later, and then, he was my saving grace. I feel like Adam.
Yeah, shout out to Adam. Adam's been on the podcast before, and all we did was talk about John Jones, but Adam is the absolute man.
Yeah, he's
such a good guy.
Very good guy. I'm lucky to have him. He's an awesome dad, an awesome husband. So.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. Was there anything in my notes we noticed there? No.
Okay, we're gonna do a little. I wrote some brackets down.
Okay.
And we're gonna figure out who the funniest in the family is right now, right here, right now. Okay. We're gonna start number 1, number 2. You and your mom. Who's funnier?
Me, for sure.
Okay. You move on to the next round.
Okay.
Braxton or Jordan?
Jordan.
Jordan. Okay.
Jordan's pretty funny.
Aaron, Chad.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Tough. They're both.
Yeah, Chad's got some great jokes. Great jokes. I think I'm gonna have to go with Chad. I love you,
Aaron. You just got disrespected. Me and Goat.
Yeah. Goat's hilarious. I think just looking at Goat is just hilarious.
That's what gives. She's like, he never even tries to be funny. It's nothing. He's not being funny. He's just funny.
I don't know. I can't choose between you and him.
You have
You're
to.
both funny. Okay, we'll give it to Goat since he's not here.
Oh! I can't believe I went out round one. I knew I should have went against Braxton.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck this bracket, dude. Okay, it's you and Jordy. Who's funnier?
Me.
Okay.
For sure. I'm definitely funnier.
Okay, Chad and Goat. Oh, legends. Two legends.
I don't know. That's a hard one. Goat is just, I don't know. He just everything that he does is funny.
Jordan put him on timeout at the house, and he stayed there.
He
went out and went to timeout, and he stayed there.
I remember just showing up to his house as a kid, and he'd sit in that chair that looked like a flippin' throne.
Yeah.
With the spit bottle and his beers.
And his Easter eggs,
Yeah.
his fucking shoes he wouldn't throw away.
Ew. I think I'm gonna have to go with Goat. I think Goat's
Goat.
a little funnier than Chad.
Okay, you and Goat.
I think I'm gonna just go with myself.
Nice. It's decided.
I love a shit
It's
talk.
non-negotiable.
So if you ever want to talk shit, just hit me up.
Her and Aaron talking shit is so funny. There's a picture of Aaron falling off his bike when he was a little kid, and Taylor's like looking at him laughing, and she posts it every year, and it gets funnier every year.
Love you, Aaron.
Love you, Aaron. Last question: did you have fun?
Oh, I had lots of fun. Thanks for having me.
This is great, dude. I love you
We'll
so
do
much.
it again. When
Yeah.
I'm not so nervous, I'll have more to talk
You did great. You did perfect. It's not. Was it easier or harder than you thought it was gonna be?
It was easier.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
I've never been on a podcast, so we'll do it again.
Okay.
Because there's lots that I could talk about. Because, yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stay lit. Like, follow, subscribe. Please subscribe. Like
Better.
right now.
Now.
I love you guys. Thank you. Stay lit, dude. Peace. Good job. We're done, babe.
She goes and sits in the room.